glass breaks in a very specific way. Like this. Can you see this? Glass breaks in a very specific way. The impact point, and the first thing that happens are radial fractures that go out. So when you look at the edge of the glass, like, not this one particularly, but when you look along the edge of the glass, you're looking for a pattern that looks something like this on a radial fracture. So we know we have radial fractures coming across here, don't we? You see them? And you want to choose one which is as close to the center as possibly, and you want it on this piece of glass, not on this piece of glass. You notice how much bigger this is on this side than the other? It's because of the gas. Anyway, so what you'll do is somebody's going to have to take one of these out of here and look along the edge and look for this pattern. You're looking for the edge coming down there or the edge this way. This edge.
Okay.
This edge. Or maybe even this edge coming down here, and that other one's here too.
So you see one or an
You just need one.
Okay.
You should only need one.
Safety first. I was looking for Shaler. I was looking for
Collisions. Yes! Okay.
Okay, which one's the radial side?
It would be
And which side is the inside, the side that you know that was hit?
right here because of these things. You can see the pressure,
Okay,
the stress fractures right here.
so let's straight back.
Are they definitely where it's
You're actually
pressure?
on this
Where
side,
they?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to look at the radial edge and you're looking for that same diagram that you see on it. And if the direction of force is from your left to right, then you'll see these conchoidal fractures, which are stress fractures, and they end up in a perpendicular on the side that's opposite the direction of the force. So when you collect this evidence at the scene, if you can collect the whole thing, you would want to tape this down and collect as much as possible and get it to the laboratory. You also want to collect these shards out here so that you can begin to piece this back together, or somebody can begin to piece it back together. Now when you're going to collect evidence like this at the scene, this will go into a box. You don't have to necessarily put them in individual boxes, but you put them in separate in one large box. But you want to make sure that it's marked fragile, so that and glass, so that everybody knows there's glass inside. If you have large pieces like these, that you want to make sure you tape the edges of them so that someone doesn't cut themselves on it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to count the shards. Second thing you're going to do, even while somebody's doing that, somebody can try to get one of these out of here and see if you can look at the radial fractures and see which side was the direction of force. Now we know which side was the direction of force, but I want you to prove it to yourself that you can do this.